Okay, guys, let's get started here. I figure this one will get some views. Think people might want to talk about OU Alabama. So let's get to it. We're just going to do the first three and out here for Alabama because I think to varying degrees there's interesting stuff happening on each play. Here's a little incompletion here to Josh Cuevas, maybe the only incompletion to Josh Cuevas in the first half. So what I like here is just the awareness from Owen Heineke, who's going to come. I need my marker. Come from right here. Come on a delayed blitz, but he recognizes immediately Simpson's pulling the trigger before he'll ever get there. So he breaks down, gets his hands up. It's hard to tell from this because of it moving into the light and the shade how much it impacts Cuevas' look. It might have been the ball coming out of the light into the shade that threw him off a little bit. But whatever it was, it worked well. And, again, Heineke just having the awareness of, like, okay, I can do something to impact this play here. For years, we watched OU defenses where guys just – the awareness was just non-existent. Okay, here's one from, I believe this is going to be Kip Lewis. And I want you to watch Kip Lewis shake Parker Brailsford right here, the center. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I think Parker Brailsford's the best center in the country, and I think he probably has been the last 2 years. He for those that don't know, he started for Kalen DeBoer as a freshman on that Washington team that played for the national championship a couple of years ago. So they ended up losing to Michigan. So really, really good player, going to play in the NFL for a long time. He is but watch him here as he'll work out to the second level. Yeah, that motion brings Kip Lewis inside. And look at Brailsford. Brailsford will get his initial block on Dominic Williams and then work to the second level. Kip just sidesteps him, steps into that run lane, and just smacks Jam Miller. I want to say for the scoopers out here that are already members, if you're not a member, sign up. We've got tons of recruiting updates. I think we had 15 content items within 12 hours of the game Saturday night. So what are you doing? But I digress. The thing, the first feature I do out of every game is a report card. I think I graded Kip at like an 86 or an 87. That was bad. Just talking to some people yesterday and kind of rethinking what I had seen. I'm going to guess my regrade and his ranking in the Hot 11 is going to be pretty stratospheric. He had a better game than I gave him credit for. So hand up, that's on me. Those immediate responses are tough. But, again, let's not make this about me. Again, just watch him. Like I said, right here. Brailsford's going to work here. And I know some people – I had seen somebody, and I can't remember who, somebody said, Dominic Williams got pushed around a little bit. And I wonder if this play maybe set that tone in their mind. You got to understand this is a stunt. So Dominic Williams gives initial shot contact. Marvin Jones is going to come here and around here, and then Dominic Williams is meant to circle around. That's what's supposed to happen here. So people he gave up. No, that's not really what happened. You got to understand the look. But anyway, so again, just outstanding play by Kip Lewis to shake Parker Brailsford, make the tackle. That's probably a decent run if he doesn't if Brailsford can put a helmet on him. They're looking at 3rd and 2 at worst probably instead of 3rd and 7. So and here this is all about right up here at the top, Marvin Jones Jr. Just watch him. Going against the freshman, Carroll, who's going to be an outstanding player. I really, really like him. But watch Jones, again, kind of like Heineke earlier on the blitz on first down, where, you're like, I'm not going to get there. I'm not going to get home on this one. But he realizes it, sees Simpson start to flush through some pressure created by, surprise, Grayson Halton. And look, if Marvin Jones doesn't not only recognize it but get back and have the length and agility to make this play, it puts Kip Lewis in a real bad spot. So look here. Okay, so let's just take Jones out of the equation. You've got Simpson with room to run right here, and he's got a few yards to force Kip Lewis through a decision. Does Kip Lewis come up and try to make a play on the in-run defense, or does he stick with his man Jam Miller and hope that somebody else can get to him? Maybe Dominic Williams does, maybe, but I sure don't think so. I think Ty Simpson's a pretty decent little athlete. And if Kip has to come up, then Ty Simpson can just drop it over his head, and Jam Miller's got a first down. So again, not to say that these things don't happen in games all the time, but it's a very heady play, and I think in 2 of the 3 cases we're talking about guys making smart football plays, and then in the third one, Kip Lewis just being the linebacker that he is, and he's not going to get all SEC talk, but I mean, I'm not going to, like, C.J. Allen's a monster, Anthony Hill's a monster, like, I get it, I got no problem there. But, like, second or third team, Kip Lewis should be in that conversation. Like, absolutely, in my opinion.